I did say in my previous video that the former DP Rigathi Gachagua shall run to court after failing well, and he has indeed filed a petition against the state. The main reason for him going to court is just for him to be granted the rights and principles of natural justice by the court. And this is because Senate never gave him a chance to defend himself. And with the ongoing impeachment case against him, it clearly creates a dichotomy based on your affiliation. Look here. There are those who are of the opinion that the former DP Rigathi's replacement by Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki was a process of time-bound activity, while there are those of the opinion that what if the former DP wins at the court? Shall he be reinstated, or he may just choose to be compensated for his wrongful dismissal? Of course, there ought not to be a lacuna as per the laws established, but as of now, imagine there is. For we are having two deputies in one tenure. One who is halfway impeached, to whom is the former DP Rigathi Gachagua, while the other who is halfway appointed, to whom is Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki. This case isn't as easy as people thought. I foresee this process going from High Court, then to the Court of Appeal, then to the Supreme Court. You and I are alive to the fact that the former DP Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment was mad with a lot of inconsistency. Should I go ahead just to remind you of the 2022 Supreme Court ruling? The verdict had to factor in not only on the credibility of the election, but also what would happen next. And of course, the only problem with the former DP Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment process is that it was more of a political process than it was constitutional. But again, the courts can use Rigathi's lawyers' submissions as he being heard. And if they use his lawyer's submission as he being heard, I kid you not, the former DP shall be done completely. I am honestly failing to choose a stand in regards to that impeachment motion in this, because most political processes like this one are never taken or will never take the legal processes. So going by this kind of thinking, the courts may serve justice in favor of the former DP Rigathi Gachagua. But let's wait and see how it is going to end at the court. Now that the court had to issue a conservatory order blocking the swearing in of the newly appointed deputy president. However, from my observation, lawyers shall always pull legal strings to their political advantage, and that is why even with Rigathi's case you saw that lawyers had to pull their strings based on what their client had asked them to do. But for now, this case remains a wait and see case, because any outcome is very much possible. Because one thing that I see the former DP winning is because he was not given the fundamental principle of being given a platform, or he was denied his right to be heard. But according to the process that Parliament and the Senate incurred, the process was very constitutional. It is only that Rigathi's case was only mad with him being unheard now that he was rushed to the hospital. So for now, we thought, and Kenyans thought, that there was not going to be a lacuna. But of course, as we speak, there is a lacuna. And mind you, have you ever thought of if by any chance, as of the time of this broadcast, something happens to the president, of which we pray not for such to happen, but by any chance, let's say that the flag is raised halfway, and now that we're having two deputies, have you asked yourself who is going to assume to the office of the presidency? I leave that unto you. And as I come to the penultimate part of this episode, in case if you're watching me for the very first time, you can as well consider hitting on the subscribe button. And by any chance, if you do have a contrary opinion to mine, you can go ahead and feel free to drop them in the comment section, and I'll give them a right of reply. Thank you, and may God bless you.